The Tren twins have done it. They have created their own supplement brand, Feral Subs. And as you may know, what comes with a Gym Bro supplement brand is pre-workout. And as a pre-workout connoisseur like myself, I believe I have full legal authority to speak on the quality of their pre-workout. And here's a little hint. It's pretty good. So let's get into it and see if Feral Subs is really worth your hard-earned money.
The Feral Stim, a different iteration of it. So this one, we did reduce the caffeine amount.
How are you feeling, Chris?
When I over Stim, there was like Stim in the little bit of the pump. There was pump in the Stim, and it just became too much. So we kept the pump and the Stim separate.
Personally, I don't really see the issue with having the pump and the Stim in the same pre-workout. Really, the only reason why Chris stimmed out in the first time and had to go to the hospital is because he took like 3 scoops of his sample.
Is that sour? Yeah. It's sour spot. No.
More scoop. Oh my god. There's no scoop. This is where we up. This is more focused on a nootropic, so you get a steady release of energy throughout your entire workout, so you're not crashing and you feel like after 30 minutes.
So right here, Mikey mentions having a steady stream of energy throughout your workout, which is fire. On their website, they claim Feral Stim is, quote, scientifically engineered to deliver maximum power output, unrelenting endurance, and stamina, transforming every workout into a demonstration of peak performance and resilience. So they're not focused on the pump here at all. It's cool and all, but when I'm paying $47 for essentially 20 servings, you know, I'm going to want some pump in that formula, at least some L-citrulline. Quick aside though, can I say that this Feral Stim label is dog. This AI generated art of a pit bull, it just looks terrible in my opinion, and it's just really cheap looking. That's enough yapping. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's get into the ingredients. Now, it would take me an hour for me to go through every little ingredient here and there and list off its physiological benefits, and I'm not Derek from More Plates, More Dates, so I'm not going to be doing that. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is highlighting the big ingredients and giving my overall take on the formula as a whole. First off is that 4 grams of beta-alanine. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the butthole tingles from beta-alanine. I think they hurt because I'm a little whiny baby. But if you're like a shizzy mental asylum cosplayer and you like feeling like there's bugs under your skin, then I can't stop you. The beta-alanine isn't going to help power or endurance though. It's just really here for the PP tingle. 2 grams of taurine is going to be good for improving endurance and potential force generation. Its efficacy isn't great in my opinion. I think there's way better ingredients to put in here that would achieve a much better effect. But when you pair with other stimulants, it is pretty potent. Elev ATP is new to me, and it actually has some pretty major benefits on enhancing performance adaptations through increasing endogenous ATP production, which will give you a solid energy boost throughout your workout. Moving into the energy formula, after checking it out, I can say that it will actually give that steady stream of energy like Mikey was saying. The caffeine is going to act as the main energy supplier, and at 300 milligrams, that is a very solid dose. The theobrine will offer more sustained energy and reduce potential crashes, while the methylbrine will also have that longer sustained energy effect along with Infinergy. So that's really going to be a stack of 4 compounds that's going to provide a very extensive amount of energy throughout your workout. You're not going to have that typical crash that you would expect from a pre-workout that just has like caffeine and hydrous. So really the sustained release of energy is awesome. The focus enhancements are okay. I'm not a huge fan of them with huperzine A and uridine 5 monophosphate. I'd rather see some L-tyrosine, which is a more tried and true nootropic, or something even like alpha GCP or lion's mane, which are going to have a more potent effect on focus and keep you locked in a lot better than the 2 that they already have in there. Overall though, if you're looking for a Stim pre-workout that has a really good sustained release of energy and you're probably a power lifter and you're not looking for a crazy pump, then this is your stuff for sure. It meets the claims that it sets out to do, so I can't really knock it on much. So I'll give it a 4 out of 5 Banes here. Now, I don't have any Feral Pre to taste test. If Feral supplements, if you know, Tren twins, you want to send me some stuff, my IG will be in the description. Hit me up. So that's enough Stim talk. Let's get into the pump.
We separated our pre and our pump is like more Stim, and then with the pump you get more of just like that hydration factor.
10,000 milligrams.
And then you get that
citrulline. You get your fucking insane amount of nitrates. I love the nitrates. I think they get the best pump. Get coconut water for hydration. Some fucking electrolytes, baby. She's
Yeah,
going
man.
down.
We know a little bit about what's in our products, okay? It's not like we just had our uncle make this and give us a
It's
formula.
not like we had Walter White craft this in a RV in the middle of the desert.
Well, I'm really glad that they didn't have Walter White make this in a lab. But Mikey kept mentioning nitrates and how they're so ideal for pre-workouts. And, I'd have to agree with him here. Nitrates get converted into nitric oxide in your body, which acts as vasodilators for your blood vessels. When looking at the Feral Pump Power Focus Catalyst, we can see that L-citrulline, which does not have nitrates, but act in a similar way through increasing nitric oxide, is in 10 grams here, which is on the way upper end of an efficacious dose. The nitrates they do have in beta-9 nitrate and arginine nitrate, which both get converted to nitric oxide and will compound with the L-citrulline to have a highly potent vasodilating effect. So you take this pump product here and expect some crazy vascularity in your workouts. And it'll also help the productivity by helping to deliver oxygen to your muscles as well as helping to deliver nutrients. The beta-9 anhydrous at 5 grams is going to be very effective in hyperhydrating the muscle cells and causing that good muscle swelling. However, this is really the only hyperhydrator I see here. I would way prefer to see something like glycerol that would really help draw water into muscle cells and round out this formula a lot better. The L-taurine was in the Stim, and as I said, it will help endurance and force production, as we know, and the tyrosine will give that euphoric feeling. This is what I was looking for in the Stim, so I'm really glad to see it here in the pump. It's going to give a good and euphoric feeling in the gym. You feel like Gojo when he was fighting Toji. All of those are great and well-dosed supplements. However, the Feral Hydration Catalyst, I'm less of a fan of. The citric acid and malic acid won't have much effect on hydration and will primarily affect taste, while the dextrose is a bit underdosed and won't have a major effect on hydration either. And the Covico is a coconut-derived ingredient, which is why Mikey in the clip that I showed was going on about the coconut water and all the electrolytes.
Get coconut water for hydration. Some electrolytes, baby.
Because that Covico is going to have those electrolytes and have a pretty decent effect on maintaining fluid balances, along with the other electrolytes provided in the pre-workout as well, such as sodium and potassium, which are in extremely high amounts. So overall, the electrolytes are really good and they're pretty potent. For the hydration side of things, the only real hydrator I see here is beta-9 anhydrous and a little bit of dextrose. Again, I mean, if we saw something like glycerol added, it would really round out this formula and make it one of the more potent pump products on the pre-workout market. Overall, though, I really like the dosing. I think it's a solid pre-workout, and I would say it's worth your money. So I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 Banes. I will say, I didn't have a lot of high expectations for the Tren twins here. I was expecting a ton of caffeine, a ton of beta-alanine, and a ton of L-citrulline malate, which are all like cheap bro target ingredients. However, they really took some care in constructing this pre-workout. Really, I think both the Stim and the pump are solid pre-workouts. Now, would I say they're like super top tier stuff? The jury's still out in my opinion. Having the pump and the Stim separated like this does kind of diminish the overall quality in my eyes. Would I say they're better than most pre-workouts though? Yeah, probably. They're pretty good.